Fall is orchard season, and we're going to show you step by step how to make your own apple butter. We have these lovely vibrant apples here. We're going to use Fuji apples today, but we also like to do it with honeycrisp apples. Those two apples are one of our all-time favorites to use for apple butter. And we're also going to have our essential spices here: cinnamon, cloves. Now we like to grind ours up, but if you can't grind them up, you can buy a pre-ground. Now, some of the key kitchen tools that you'll need is your immersion blender. You need a large slow cooker pot. And if you're into canning jars. So we have already rinsed our apples, and we're just gonna chop and core them. Now, this recipe is very simple and efficient, and you don't have to do much. That's the best part. And we're gonna use 4 medium to large size Fuji apples. And like I said, honeycrisp works really well with this recipe as well. And we're just going to cut these apples in half, core it. You're going to do that for each of the apples. And we're just going to move as quick and efficient as we can. All right, now we're going to cut these apples into slices and just dice them like that. And we're going to leave the skin on. There's no need to take the skin off of this because it's going to cook for a while, and the skin is just going to soften and pretty much absorb or dissolve right into it. And it gives it even more flavor, leaving the skin on, in my opinion. Okay, now that the apples are all diced up and ready to go, let's get to the fun part. We're going to go ahead and bring it over to our slow cooker. Okay, let's go ahead and dump our apples. Okay, we're going to put some vanilla extract, brown sugar, granulated sugar, some of our freshly ground cinnamon. And remember, the ingredients are always in the description box with the measurements down below. We're going to add some salt and ground cloves. And remember, don't use a lot of ground cloves. A little goes a long way. And we're just going to give this a good mix around. Now we're going to place our lid on our slow cooker. We're going to start it. We're going to cook it on low temperature. And remember, low and slow is the way to go. We're going to cook this for 10 hours. And you don't have to do anything until the 10 hours. You don't have to open it. You don't have to check nothing. Just cook it low and slow. Okay, so now that the apples have been cooking for a total of 10 hours, we're going to go ahead and take our slow cooker lid off. And we're going to go ahead and take our immersion blender, and we're going to blend this until it's nice and smooth. Okay, so now that you blended it and the apple butter is all smooth, you see. Now we're going to turn on our saute function on our pressure cooker, our Ninja pressure cooker. Now obviously, if you're not using one of these, you can just transfer it to the stove in a pot. And we're going to simmer this for 5 to 10 minutes. See, we're just letting it simmer. Okay, so after we have simmered it for 10 minutes, we're going to go ahead and let it cool. And it did thicken up some. So we're going to let this cool for about 5 minutes before we put it into our mason jar. Okay, so after it is cooled for about 5 minutes, and you see how it's thickened up, we're going to go ahead and pour this in our mason jar. All right, and this has made exactly 1 full mason jar. Now, obviously, if you want a bigger portion, you just double the ingredients. And I'm gonna go ahead and taste this, actually. Now this is some good stuff. Make sure you guys go ahead and press that like button and ring that notification bell. Also, comment down below, are you trying this recipe for the fall? Also, make sure that you check out our other delicious recipes.